This is the second part of section 1.4, properties on real numbers. The homework was page 38, 54 to 62 even, 76 to 82 even. I'll be doing the odd problems. Alright, we are distributing here. So all we're going to do is we're going to distribute the 3 to both pieces. Remember, if you don't have enough candy for everyone, you cannot give it to anyone. So the 3 has to go to both pieces. So you've got 3 goes to x. The operation is multiplication, so it's 3 times x and then 3 times 5. So you get 3x plus 15. Here you distribute the negative to both pieces. So you can look at it one of two ways. You're either multiplying negative 1 by both pieces. So negative 1 times 2a is negative 2a, and negative 1 times b is negative b. Or you're switching the signs of the numbers inside of the parentheses. Here you're distributing the 2 to all of the pieces inside the parentheses. So 2 times 6x is 12x, 2 times 5y is 10y, and then 2 times 2z is 4z. Here we're distributing the negative 4 to all 3 pieces, so be careful. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 2y is positive 8y, so be careful. A negative 4 times a negative 2y gives you a positive 8y. And then a negative 4 times a positive 7 is a negative 28. And then just make sure you don't have any like terms, which you do not, so you can move on to the next one. Okay, here you've got 0.5x times 6y minus 3. So you're going to distribute the 0.5x. So 0.5x times 6y is going to give you 3.0xy minus 1.5x, which you can also just write 3xy minus 1.5x if you would like. Alright, now, here are the problems like we did in class. Two numbers have a sum of 112. If one number is x, represent the other number as an expression in x. So we have two numbers add up to 112. One of those numbers is x. Write the other one as an expression in x. So it's just like the one in class. So the answer, we want one of the numbers is x, and we want the other one written as an expression in x. So the other one is going to be 112 minus x. Because remember, you want the rest of it. The rest of it is 112. Alright, 77 says, if the measure of an angle is 5x degrees, represent the measure of its complement as an expression in x. Okay, well we know complementary angles are angles that equal 90 degrees. So it's basically just like the last problem. Our total, our sum, just like the last problem, is 90 degrees. And then the piece that they gave us is 5x. So it's the last problem, but in the last problem they gave us the sum was 112 and the piece was x. Here the sum is 90 and the piece is 5x. So you're just going to say 90 minus 5x. Okay. Alright, the cost of Y books if each book costs $35.61. So you say 35.61 Y. And then however many books you want, you just plug in for Y. Alright, if 2x is an even integer, represent the next even integer as an expression in x. Remember we talked about even integers in class today. So the pattern for an even integer is always plus 2. If 2x is an even integer, the next even integer would just be plus 2. So that's your answer. And that's it, guys. Hope you have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.